And we're live. Hey there, everybody. It's Logan again. Playing more Snowrunner. Couldn't keep myself away. Got some shopping done. Got dinner eaten. And my girlfriend's not going to be home for about another hour or so because she works kind of late during the week. So I've got about an hour to an hour and a half for some Snowrunner. We are in Mountain River, Alaska. It's my first time here. I just crossed the threshold in my Royal BM17. I've got a few trucks standing by the gates. This looks to be a bridge here, right? Can I cross it? Let's see. Oh, we got to record locally, just in case. Ah, yes. Our first objective. So let's accept the task. Concrete slab and service spare parts. Okay, so both concrete slabs and service spare parts are gettable in this region. That's great. Let's continue further down the track. Let's unlock the service hub. I might want to move some of my support trucks because I do have support trucks just outside the gateway. I might want to move my support trucks up to the service hub because currently they're all clustered in a weird little glob by the gateway. And I don't think that's necessarily great. So we might want to change this, but actually this looks like, and I may be speaking too soon, this looks like some pleasant highway road. Like, this looks like pretty good highway road out here. A lot of it. Which is great. Because the first map, I can't remember the name of it, has terrible roads. Oh, so that repairs... That's interesting. So driving up to a service hub fully repairs the truck. I didn't know that. But there's a service trailer here with a hitch. That's good. That's great. Restoring the bridge. Service spare parts. You know what? While I'm here, I'll bring service spare parts to the bridge while I'm here. I'll just get that part of it done, I suppose. That way, sort of as I'm running these trails, I can grab I think it's one concrete slab in addition to that, and then I'll have the bridge repaired. I need to be thinking in those terms. This is good. This puts us pretty close to repairing this bridge. This map, just by the in-game menu map, doesn't seem huge, but I could be wrong. Oh, concrete slabs are first. Do you know what I'm going to do? Do you know what I'm going to do? Actually. So the concrete slab is first. Do you know what I'm going to do? Well, actually no. I'll remove the cargo. So it's in stages, huh? I need to do the concrete slab first. And where do the concrete slabs live? Over there. Or further down the track. Okay, so there's a warehouse further down the track that has a whole ton of stuff. So actually up, and there's a tower over there. I'm gonna push up there. That makes way more sense. So I'll push up there. Hopefully this pipeline is intact. If not, I might be in for a surprise. It might be like, what's the first Alaska region called? Northport? It might be like Northport, where part of the pipeline's busted and you've got to do a contract to repair it. But there's only one way to find out, which is to get over there. And I've got support trucks standing by. Holy crap. Yeah, that's a sinkhole. Jesus. That is a sinkhole. The road is out. Wowee. Okay, we've got a fuel station. Cool. Fuel up out of habit. Good habits to get into. That's crazy how sunken the road is. That's worse than Black River. Black River's got that flooded road that dips down by the first fuel station. That's got nothing on this. Okay, pipeline's good. So at least the pipeline's all the way intact. Okay, yeah, so there's a warehouse further down this track. And then I'll get this tower. So I think what I'll do is I'll scout out the warehouse, I'll get that tower, and then I'll get a concrete slab, bring it to the bridge, and then bring the service parts there as well. But I'm just gonna mark this path to keep myself on it. The roads seem a lot better here than they were in North Point or Northport, whatever it is. Okay, and this is the warehouse. Yeah, this has a ton of stuff, and there's a fuel trailer back there. I'm gonna just get credit for spotting it. And then the tower seems to be down this trail right here. I believe, right? Would it be? Yeah, it would be. Kind of, sorta. Yeah. Best to follow the trail, see where it takes me. I'm sort of using this truck as a scout because it tends to be the best scout in my experience. Okay, so there's a turn. I'm gonna stay. I actually want to go left here. If I can make myself make the turn. Alright. Easy, easy. Oh yeah, there is no trail right here. Zero. Hopefully I can pull myself forward past this choke point here. There we go. I am beached but not stuck. I'm not going to hit the stuck button quite yet. I see a way out. I'm not willing to admit defeat yet. Here, I'll pull myself towards this tree. See? Not stuck. Not stuck. Just a little too fat for that part of the trail. No problem. And then I want the tower. So there's going to be a bit of a climb up here. Hopefully there's a way down I can do without recovering. Oh yeah, I got this. I got this. %100% got this. Whoa, this is beautiful. This vista right here. I need to take a screenshot of this. Like, that's so good. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and then the tower is just up here. I know it's right there, but I like to mark stuff just to keep myself focused and on the trail. Okay, so we've got upgrades and we've got stuff down here. Let's go grab that upgrade, whatever it is. That'll be the next thing. We'll grab this upgrade and this task. Easy. This BM 117 is a very nice off-road truck. I'm sure it's not the best in the game, but it puts in work. Puts in work for Alaska. I wouldn't be able to operate out here without it. I trust it over the Hummer as a scout any day. I'll drive with the HUD off for a little while. It's nice. I should do that more. Okay, so there's a curtain side right there. I bet this contract has something to do with pulling this curtain side. Here, I actually need the HUD. Curtain side trailer to the research zone. Research zone is down there. I don't know. I don't think I want to, I don't think I want to, commit to that quite yet. And then there's an upgrade right in their backyard. I'm gonna mess up their stuff on my way back here. Excuse me. Excuse me. Westline V6. Oh. Upgrade for the Fleet Star and the White Western Star. So my old international trucks get an upgrade. That's cool. Anything to make the old timers run a bit better. I love those old trucks. Alright, what else is on this road? Okay, so that's the warehouse. Okay, so now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue down this road. I'll go to the warehouse. I'll grab a concrete slab. I'll bring it to that bridge construction process or bridge construction project. And then I can pick up the service spare parts just down the road from the construction project. That way I'm getting things done as I'm scouting. Okay, we've got a little bit of mud. Nothing these tires can't handle. Okay, I have to be aware that a large trailer or a semi would not necessarily do well with that little cut through right there. But these roads are in pretty good shape. All things considered, you know? I don't know what this is. This looks like a factory? I don't know. I'll get around the other side of it soon enough. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. I need a concrete slab for that bridge. I'm gonna track the task really quick just to make sure. Yeah, concrete slab. Because I don't want to bring the wrong cargo. It's concrete slab, and then once the concrete's down, service spare parts. All right, again. I like to mark my routes so I don't lose track where I'm going. I have a terrible sense of direction, as you've probably seen. If you've seen any of my streams or videos, you know I have a terrible sense of direction. So I mark down everything. Plus it keeps me focused. It's very easy to lose focus in this game. I can get distracted by stuff I'm passing by. A lot of things. I gotta fix my microphone. Hold on. There we go. I was having to move my head in a weird position to put my face in front of the mic. It was getting very uncomfortable. Yeah, this slab is heavy. Truck is struggling a little bit up this hill, so I put it in H. I'm gonna turn the HUD off. I like that. This pink sunset is... it's sort of blooming really nicely off the snow. I don't know, I like it. I'm gonna grab fuel while I'm here. Already almost 25 gallons just with that. Wow. Yeah, that's a detour. All right. Look at that. Never want to go through that. I'll loop around, get the service spare parts, finish this bridge, and then I guess I can scout in the direction of the bridge. So this should be the foundation of the bridge, right? Ought to be. Well, it's half a bridge anyway. Okay, I'm gonna get the spare parts, and we're just gonna do the thing. I'll turn her around the drive right here. Yeah, and then actually that makes sense because our next best scouting destination would be to go over the bridge and shoot for those towers right there. And then we will have all the towers in this region. Already. Wow. That doesn't mean that there's stuff that the towers can't see. I found a couple of upgrades in one of the other regions. In Port North or Northport, whatever it is. I'm pretty sure I found a couple of upgrades that were not revealed by the towers. All right, bridge is built out. Awesome. So I'm going to start by getting across it, and I'm assuming that there's going to be a turn to the left somewhere. Massive assumption, but we'll find out together. Is that another fuel station? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it is. Okay, so another fuel station. And the trail to the tower has been revealed. So it's just up this trail, huh? And it's like right there. Even though this is a hauling truck, it's a phenomenal scout. It's an off-road truck, no less, too. So it's well qualified to just be a scout, generally speaking. It carves through the snow quite well. All right, what do we got? Okay, so we got a couple upgrades. We got another warehouse. We got 3 upgrades that are not terribly far, actually. And then we've got some tasks. All right, well, I want to see about getting this last tower. Okay, yeah, and there's a trailer store right there. That's perfect. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna get down from here. Go back towards the fuel station. And then there's the trailer store. But the tower, I'd want to continue this way. There's a gateway. There's a gateway to White Valley. And then there's the tower trail here. An upgrade along the way, which I'll grab. And then this trail here. To the top and back. Okay, that sounds like a scouting mission. I don't like the scouting missions too much. And I also don't like the contests too much. I don't know. That's something I may consider doing off stream for money. I think the contests can be pretty lucrative. And maybe I shouldn't be counting them out because I will need more money at some point. But right now I'm good on money. As long as I can afford new upgrades, you know. I'm gonna stop by the fuel station really quick. It's overkill probably, but you never know. It's a good habit to get into, just fuel up when you can. I brought all these trucks by the gateway. And so far, this is the only one I've needed to use for scouting. I loaded up the Fleet Star with a fuel tank. I put the P16 nearby just in case trucks got stuck. I put the Caterpillar truck with the service frame on it just in case our trucks got too banged up. Like, I planned this, but this Royal BM is, it's doing the thing. Okay, and this is White Valley. And we can't access White Valley from Northport. You know what? I'm tired of, Yeah, Northport. I was right. We can't access White Valley from Northport there's something wrong with the gateway, so maybe it's solved from the other side? Oh no, I was supposed to hop on that trail. Alright, we're gonna reverse. We're gonna reverse then. Can't turn around, but we can reverse. Luckily, I didn't get too far down the road. It's just right here. This really is in the middle of nowhere. Nothing out here. Okay, I think right beyond that spruce is when I'm gonna try to squeeze in. I said squeeze in. Squeeze in. Engageable all-wheel drive. For the Kodiak. Okay, this actually makes the Kodiak usable. The Kodiak has been sitting in my garage since Michigan. I've touched it once. Because I'm not going to use a rear-wheel drive rear-wheel drive highway truck, like basically. But I'm going to push on up to this tower. This looks to be the last watchtower. Yeah, it is. That's not to say that scouting some of the rest of these trails wouldn't be useful. But getting the watchtowers is how we find stuff. All-wheel drive for the Kodiak. I'm so excited. I can actually use the Kodiak. That's so exciting. Because that thing looks like a beast. But I just haven't had an application for it because it came with rear-wheel drive highway tires, and there's pretty much nothing it can do with rear-wheel drive highway tires. So alright, this is the last tower, so what do we see? Working stiff. How close is working stiff? It's right there. I want to see what that is. That's not far. Oh, and it looks like it's a truck, isn't it? It is. Yeah. I want to go see. I want to go see what that is. That looks like a truck. I am here for trucks. Okay, here it is. What are we looking at? Oh! It's that Caterpillar tractor that guy Stax was telling me to use. when he raided my last stream. I definitely want to get this. I'm George, the foreman on the lumber mill. We need help with our workhorse. And by that, I mean the Caterpillar 745C. It's taken quite a beating over the years. Think you can repair it and get it to the sawmill. Well, I can repair it. So I can repair it, but not with this truck. And I can get it to the sawmill, but not with this truck. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to park this truck up here. And I need to bring 2 other trucks in. So I'm going to stop the engine. I want to track working stiff. This is definitely the one I want to do. I need to repair like 700 damage. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need the truck with the repair frame on it, which I do have in North Point. I think it's the Caterpillar. I think I put a service frame on the Caterpillar. I did. Okay, so the Caterpillar has the service frame. What I'm gonna do then is to do the things I want to do. I need to move these. I need to move these trucks. So I'm gonna move any trucks I'm not gonna use up to the service hub. So this Hummer is going to the service hub. I think I have the International out there. The International is going to go to the service hub. The service hub is going to kind of be like my garage. Hey, John Doe. Yeah, I like the Hummer for Alaska. The Hummer has been good for Alaska. It doesn't have the clearance, even with raised suspension, that I would like it to have, but it's pretty good. It gets places. It's pretty reliable. So I'm gonna park this guy right here. Okay. And then what else? What else is in Northport, I wonder? The International, the Fleet Star, and the Pacific. Where is the International? The International is right outside the gate, which is going to block what I want to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Caterpillar and the P16, and I'm going to have the P16 pull the Caterpillar truck. What's up, guy with 2 names? Thanks for honking, buddy. I want to bring the International to the service hub. That would be quite good. Right now I have the Fleet Star as a fuel truck, and I had the Caterpillar with a service frame. That was kind of my plan. And the International has as you can see, has a crane with a low saddle. Because it can pull regular semis pretty well. It's got the power. It's got the power. Doesn't quite have the turning circle, though. All right, I'll park it here. And then I think this will allow me to hop in the P16, and I'm gonna use it to tow the Caterpillar with the service frame on it to the other Caterpillar tractor. I think is what I need to do. Yeah, because if I go here, whoops, if I go here, yeah, because the Pacific and the Fleet Star are at the fuel station. So I'll hop in the Pacific, and then I'm going to use the Pacific to tow the Caterpillar, because I don't think a standard truck will tow that tractor, but the P16 will. So where I'm going with the P16 is here, 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 here. I will winch the Caterpillar truck up to it, and then we'll go to we'll go to the next area, and then I'll tow both trucks to the tractor we're trying to save. I love the P16. I appreciate it now for what it is. I didn't understand the P16 when I first got it. I was like, who would want to drive this thing? It's slow, it's fat, it gets caught everywhere. But if you need to tow something, or you need to haul logs, or you need to haul an oversized semi, it's your truck. Because if you give it an open space, it'll get you wherever you need it to go, wherever you need your cargo to go. It may take a while to get there, but it'll work. See, like this, we're going 23 miles an hour, but it is a steady 23. Let me tell you. Okay. Is this gonna work? Can I get it past? Oh yeah, I can. Got just enough space. Alright, hello friend. This saves me having to do it twice. Oh, I can't go through the gate with a winched truck? Okay. I'll have to bring them through separately. I'll have to bring them through separately. Yeah, this is where co-op would be nice. You're absolutely right. Because then I could just have a friend be like, hey, I'll drive the P16. Can you drive the Caterpillar with the service frame on it, please? Like, that would be awesome. Oh, I didn't mean to move to the garage. I wanted to hop straight to the truck. I wanted to have a truck. I like to have a truck with a service frame on it whenever I go to an unfamiliar area, just because you don't know if the tasking calls for repairs or anything. Okay, so now it's right on my ass. Okay. Working stiff. Where was that truck again? It was, well, I'll just track the task. Yeah, we're going on a little ride. We're going on a little ride. Yeah, remember to turn off the engine when we're not using it. I'll probably keep it on while we're winching it too, just because it'll make the pull a little easier. Although the P16 could probably pull this thing raw. It's probably not a problem. Up these trails, I might turn on the engine. But actually, over highway, I could probably keep the engine off. Let's test it. How does this do? Oh yeah, it does fine. It does fine. It does fine. I parked all my stuff at the service hub, but the fuel station is probably a better idea. You're right. Though this map is smaller than I thought it was going to be. It doesn't seem like you're ever too far from a fuel station. All right, I'm definitely turning on the engine. We're getting some resistance. But I think the Caterpillar with the service frame is going to repair the tractor, and then this P16 is going to pull it. That's going to be the order of operations here. And this P16 has no ability to turn whatsoever. But it goes. It's the slow and steady tortoise. Okay, it's down these trails. Stop, please. The truck keeps sliding. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, the trucks kept sliding. I'm gonna bring the trucks in separately. Towed it most of the way there. I'll bring the P16 in first. Yeah, I don't know why. It just kept sliding. Both trucks were sliding. That was really odd. Yeah, the baby Caterpillar. Exactly. It's the Caterpillar hauling truck. And I'm trying to rescue, like, a Caterpillar tractor. That looks cool as hell. But there's no way that that any of my other trucks are pulling it. It's going to be the Pacific or no one else. Because I think I have to not only repair the tractor, but pull it. And the only truck qualified to pull the tractor back to a destination is the P16. So, that's why I chose to do this the way I did. I'll bring these trucks up the trail separately. Someone in my stream chat, because I pulled like the heavy semi, like the old oil rig. I pulled that off of Northport through this big mud pit. And people in my chat last stream were like, no, you got to use the Caterpillar. So I pulled out like the little baby Caterpillar truck. They're like, not that one, the tractor. I was like, oh, I don't have that one yet. But this that we're about to repair is the tractor. Yeah, no, I know, but I think repairing is part of the task. So I figure I might as well repair it. See that guy? That's the guy we're getting out of here. It's that guy. But I like this. I like this baby Caterpillar truck. It's pretty good off-road. Even though it's not an off-road truck, it's like decent off-road. Oh, the tractor is useless? I feel like it'd be good in heavy mud and not much else. Oh, you mean this truck is useless? I've gotten some pretty good use out of it pulling medium logs. That's pretty much what I've used it for, is medium logs. Medium logs, and I use it as a recovery truck and a rescue truck. But I've been using this Caterpillar truck and the Fleet Star as support trucks. I usually run one fuel and one with a maintenance frame on it. And that seems to work out. I feel like the tractor will be good for very specific things. It's not an all-around truck. It's not like the Fleet Star or the Western Star, where the Fleet Star and the Western Star can do most tasks. Like the Fleet Star and the Western Star can basically do everything except heavy hauling. Okay. Okay, so we've repaired. Cool. I'm gonna park in this guy's driveway. Now it is. I messed up in the menus. Now it is. We're good. I got a stage completed, so I think I'm good. I think I'm fine. All right. Change truck. Pacific P16. All right, let's reverse it in. I don't think your trash can is gonna survive, sir. Alright, so where's this thing going? It's going to the sawmill. That's mostly highway. Yeah, it is. It's mostly highway. Except for this one trail. Alright, let's go. We're going. You're going to be mine when this is done. You're gonna be mine. Oh yeah, the engine's on. The engine's on. The Pacific is still struggling to pull it, despite the engine being on. This tractor is massive. Holy moly. And I took a wrong turn. Shit. Or did I? Yeah, I did. I took a wrong turn. Okay, we're backing up. Backing up. Backing up. Backing up. We're fine. We're fine. No, I always say Chad is smarter than me. I'm also not that smart because I took a wrong turn. There was one option and I took a wrong turn. But I always say Chad is smarter than me. But yeah, the Pacific is like, it is a behemoth and it's struggling to pull this thing even under power. I'm putting it in high gear. Yeah, I can hear the tension on the winch. The winch is tightening. Yeah, this is a heavy raw pull. Holy shit. And I need to make sure not to lose the Pacific on the trail. You just say fuck it and take the other route. No, what I want this to be mostly highway. Because the Pacific is already struggling hard to pull this thing on a trail. I want this to be mostly highway. I try to plan my routes smartly. And sometimes I succeed. See, like, we're doing fine on highway. But I knew the Pacific would be my only truck capable of pulling this to the sawmill. But I also knew that I had the repair frame on the baby Caterpillar, so I needed both. I do want to do one thing. Once I get this Caterpillar, I want to recover it back to the garage, and I want to drive it through that mud pit by the distant warehouse on North Point. Or Northport. You know the one. The mud pit from hell, you know the one. I want to test that. Okay, this is my truck now. It is. Ho, ho, ho. Whoa. It has reverse steering. That is wild. Okay. That is wild. And it's got a special gearbox, I think. You know what? I'm just going to recover it back. I want to recover it back and see what sort of customization options do I have. It can take a Westline V16, which is a power to weight upgrade. Yep, give me that. I had an extra one. And I'm going to sell this engine back for $7,500. It has a special gearbox. Advanced special. Full range of gears at the cost of fuel. I might want to find that one. Stock suspension. Let's see. On-road poor. It looks like it already has. These are slightly better off-road. I'm gonna get these bad boys. Slightly better off-road. Doesn't have a snorkel. I'll give it a snorkel. Oh, it has a container carrier. Okay, so it's specific for containers. It's got a heavy trailer hitch. It's got a flatbed. So similar to the twin steer. It's got a flatbed with repair parts. That's interesting. Fuel carrier, log carrier, maintenance frame, water tank, and it's got a high saddle. All right. You probably know where I'd want to take this. We are going to go through the mud with this thing. Here. I want to know how it does there. Because my P16 basically got stuck there. Okay, yeah, so we're going Pacific P16 speeds in this thing. Wow. It doesn't turn either. You'd think it would, but it doesn't really turn. Or it doesn't turn in the way you think it would. It's very strange. Actually, the speed is decent. The speed is decent. It's got always on all-wheel drive, always on diff lock. So this is the truck you'd use as a rescue truck then. If the P16 gets stuck, this is who you'd call, basically. Decent horn. The P16 might have my favorite horn so far, though. All right, let's put it in H and go. This is what I want to see. Here. This is the test. Oh, you know what? High gear pushes. Yeah. This thing's good in through here. High gear pushes, low gear pushes. This is really good. It's not fast or comfortable. It's not fast or comfortable, but like you could pull a trailer through here. You totally could. Yeah. Yeah, so this is what this thing was made for. I'm pretty sure I have a contract here to... I'm pretty sure there's a contract here to deliver something. Is it drilling parts delivery? Yeah, okay. I should do this. Drilling spare parts delivery. Pick it up from the factory. It's 4. Or no, it's pick up from the warehouse. Okay, got it. So it's pick up from the warehouse. And then deliver to the factory. Okay. But I need a trailer. Alright. I'm going to recover back. Actually, what sort of... Okay, so I just need a 4. I need a 4 slot. So I'm going to recover back. And this can take heavy trailer hitch. Flatbed. How many slots is the flatbed? I wonder. 2? Probably 2. I mean, I'm going to purchase that because I need it. 2. Okay, so flatbed's only 2. So the Caterpillar flatbed is only 2. Apparently there's a flatbed for this thing. I'm not running any mods. This is vanilla. But yeah, it's got a flatbed, high saddle. I'm going to bring a high saddle trailer and I need 4 slots. That did not used to have a flatbed. Maybe they patched it. I mean, I'm new to the game, but they've been patching old trucks from everything I've heard. I just need 4 slots. I humbly request 4 slots. This one's probably the wide 3-axle. Is probably my best bet. All right. So. We're going through the mud. We're going through the mud twice for this. And some of these corners are going to suck in the Caterpillar. Some of these corners as we go up this mountain road, gonna really suck. But one leg at a time. I'll probably do this, finish this assignment, and then end the stream. Didn't have a lot of time tonight, but we're getting a lot done. I gotta take it slow with this. I have 2 pivot points in this configuration, I realized. The wheels are on a pivot, and then the semi-trailer is on a pivot beyond the wheels. That's so weird. It's more like a snake than a caterpillar. Co-op player and a high suspension scout. People have been asking me about co-op. Maybe I'll find somebody to co-op stream with. I think that'd be really fun. I've never done co-op in this game before. But I've heard it's good. I've heard the co-op is like really good, really fun. And you can get a lot done, obviously. H, put it in high gear and go. Hell yeah. This is what this truck was made for. This specific mud pit. Because it can go, man. Oh, you can use the Scout as an anchor. That's interesting. So it seems like low gear is kind of the way forward. You gotta just crawl on low gear and turn the wheels. I picked this trailer so that it would have it had larger wheels than the other flatbed. And it has an extra axle. I don't know if the extra axle does better for pulling, but... yeah, we're just gonna crawl through here. I think having whatever the gearbox is, the advanced special, it said it had a full range of gears. If I could have low plus minus and even high plus minus, that would make this thing even better. Do this when I'm hauling my load back? Yeah. I'll put it on high. See how we do. We're almost out. And once the back wheels are out, we'll start picking up speed. There we go. Yeah, this thing's good. This thing's good for very specific purposes. I see what you mean, how it doesn't have a lot of useful applications, but for this, it was made for this. This specific contract. Turning this trailer around is going to be a pain in the ass. I've gotten pretty good at reversing trailers, but not with, like, the dual steering. Because this thing has 2 pivot points. The front wheels have a pivot point, and then the trailer itself is on a pivot. So reversing this is going to be a challenge. Yeah, the hitch and flatbed option. Yeah. Oh, so when it originally came to the game, there were just fewer add-ons. That's interesting. Like, one thing I don't like about the twin steer is the twin steer is an example of a truck that does one thing very, very well. I like the twin steer because it's fast and you can use it as an oversized flatbed. It hauls for cargo. However, you cannot hitch trailers with it, and there are no other frame add-ons. You can't use a crane, so that's very limiting. This seems even more versatile than the twin steer. It basically could haul small to medium logs. Yeah, I mean, the add-ons I have access to, it seems like you could probably haul long logs. You could haul heavy trailers. It seems like I came in at the right time. Because this thing seems pretty versatile in its current form. Yeah, high gear is still my best result. I'm guzzling fuel. I do. I do have the DLC. I just have not found the twin steer all-wheel drive yet. Twin steer seems like it would be an absolute beast with all-wheel drive, because I managed to do some pretty good runs with it with just rear-wheel drive. Like, I love the twin steer. It's very fun to drive. It's challenging, but it's fun to drive. You can I just, whenever I hit a mud puddle, I just put the twin steer in high gear and it goes. It cuts through mud like it's nothing. It's crazy. You can tell me where to get it? We can look in the menus. I was looking in the menus. Isn't it on Wisconsin or something? It's in some weird place. It's not in Alaska. I know that because I looked in the menus to see like where I should be looking for the all-wheel drive, and it was a map I didn't recognize. It's on Cola. Isn't that where a lot of stuff for the GMC is too? Because I was looking for the all-wheel drive for the GMC, and I think the menu said the all-wheel drive for the GMC was on Kola Peninsula. Because the GMC seems like a good truck. It's just, I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to use a rear-wheel drive highway truck. Like, that's not feasible. Like, I just found all-wheel drive for the Kodiak in this stream, and the Kodiak has been sitting in my garage since Michigan. So I'm excited to use the Kodiak for something because it looks like a good truck. It's just that it's not practical to use a truck, to use like a average truck with rear wheel. There are rear wheel only trucks that are good, like the P16. The P16 is a rear wheel drive beast. Here, I need service or drilling spare parts. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now we're gonna turn this thing around. I wonder if I could just rip this thing around real slowly, and if it'll go. Kinda, yeah, actually. Wow, I retract my previous statement. Turning a semi-trailer around with the Caterpillar is actually like pretty simple. I thought the double pivot thing would make it weird. It's actually not bad. All right, let's mark this. And then this thing is, we're gonna go, once we're through the mud, we're gonna go this way. We'll go past the logging station. I can probably get it right now. You think I could go to Kola and get it right now? Maybe next stream. Because I think I'm gonna call it a night when I'm done with this. I just wanted to hop in and see if I could find a new truck. Because generally speaking, each map has one new truck on it. And this truck seems worth it. It seems worth it for very specific things. With the right scout, it should be easy. The only scouts I have right now are the Chevy CK 1500, the Scout 800, and the Hummer. Those are the only scouts I have right now. So those would be my options. I definitely want to get the advanced gearbox for this thing, though. I feel like having like a low plus minus or a wider range of high gears would make this thing even better and more pleasant to drive, honestly. I do not believe I have the Lodestar. No. Because I didn't buy any of the specific DLC trucks. I bought like the year passes. The year, like all the season passes were on sale recently for like $70. I bought those, and I think those come with the baby Caterpillar truck and the International HX150. So those are the only two, and the KRS Bandit was in there too. Those are the only like DLC trucks, quote unquote, that I have. The Lodestar is a vanilla truck. Okay. Do you know where I would find the Lodestar? I guess I could look. I guess I could look when I'm done with this and back to the garage. Because honestly, like, the Hummer is decent. I like it. It's a good little scout, but it gets caught in the snow a lot. Its clearance is not very good. And the Chevy 1500 is not a good scout for Alaska. It's just not. It gets caught in the snow. And the 800, I haven't even brought out the 800 in Alaska yet. So I've just been using, I've been using the Royal BM 117 as a scout. You know, that's my scout truck for Alaska, and it's been doing fine. High gear it is. I am drinking fuel so hard. I might have to bring the Fleet Star over to this thing to fuel it at some point. Only got about 8 minutes worth of fuel left. Oh, the Lodestar is buyable. So is it a purchase-only truck? You have to buy it from the truck store? I don't know if I have that kind of cash. I gotta be making more money. I gotta make more money. And the thing is, people have told me in my stream chats, sell trucks. And I'm like, no, I don't want to sell trucks. I can't let my babies go. All these trucks have a purpose. They all have a use. I'd rather keep them. You know, that's my style. Oh, it's 40 grand? That's not bad. I could come up with 40 grand pretty easily. With this thing, I could do logging jobs. I could do, because logging jobs pay very, very well. Yeah, no, I know. I like this though. I like nighttime in Alaska. It looks good. Plus, I don't usually need. I don't really need to see. Like I know where I'm going. It's just slow getting there. And it's gonna be even slower when we hit the mud puddle. If I run out of fuel in the mud puddle, I'm screwed. I don't think I will, though. No, high gear still gets us the best results. Yeah, do you know what? This truck is not making it here. So I'm going to stop the engine for a second. This truck is not going to make it without fuel. Actually, it can make it to the fuel station. Yeah, so the fuel station is along the route. It can make it to the fuel station, I believe. I believe. I believe. And if it doesn't, I'll bring the Fleet Star along. We believe. Thank you. Thank you. This is going to be a slow trudge. So what's the better result? Low? It's about the same. About the same either way. Low uses less fuel. So I'll keep it on low. Oh, thank you. That's so nice of you. But I think I'll make it. I think I'll make it. I just got to make it through this mud. And even if I make it through this mud, I can bring my fuel truck around to refuel it. This is the worst of it right here. We'll be out in a couple minutes. Yeah. Same result. Faster wheel spin, but same distance. So I'll keep it on low just to stay more economical with fuel. Once we get past that pole, we're pretty much out. This is the only truck that could have done this. Is this Caterpillar here. I did pull the super heavy cargo with the P16, but I had to cheese it and winch myself out using the poles. I like super cheesed it. I feel like I totally could have I feel like I totally should not have made it. But that's also sort of the beauty of this game, is that you can sometimes solve all your problems just by winching, you know? All right, now we're moving. Now we're moving. Hell yeah. Once these wheels come out of the mud. Yeah, high gear is best. At least for this trailer. This is such a heavy load. And I'm not really pulling this trailer so much as I'm dragging it. It'll be better once we're all on highway and the wheels are aligned. So you had to take that turn mad wide. Mad wide. Oh, and you know what? I turned out the wrong way. Shit. I turned out the wrong way. I'm gonna reverse it back. Reverse it back, take down these trees. And then hit a really hard left right here. All right, we're good. It's fine. We'll be fine. We are in so this is still Northport, but I wanted to come back here, go through the mud pit of hell with this thing and do this contract. This Caterpillar tractor is really good for the mud. It may take a while, but it goes through everything. I just haven't quite mastered turning in it yet. But it pretty much pulls everything through anything. It's in, what's that map? It's in Mountain River. If you go to, if you go to Mountain River, there's a task in Mountain River you can do to get it. It's awesome. Literal tractor. I don't know if I'll make the fuel station, guys. Actually, yeah, I will. I will. I've got just enough to make the fuel station. It'll be very close. Yeah, body steering is nuts. I was worried about turning this semi-trailer around at one point, but then I was like, wait a minute. I can just crank this thing all the way left, and it'll turn around anyway. It doesn't matter. Like this. I can just crank it, and it'll go. It's awesome. Fuel station's right there. I am running on fumes. I've got less than 2 minutes left of fuel. If I have to, I can bring the Fleet Star around to refuel myself. No, high gear? High gear's still the best. Still the best way forward, because I'm pulling such a huge, huge load of cargo. Oh, the engine's sputtering. Yeah, well, yeah, we're kind of on fumes. 85 gallons. All right, we're going. We're back on track. Fueled up and back on track. Amen, brother. You know what? I kind of do want to go to the daytime now. Yeah, look at this thing. This thing's ridiculous. So crazy. Yes. Yes, I am going to take this trailer back when I'm done. I think, is there a trailer store by there? No, but it should be a quick run back to the I can take it to this trailer store. It's relatively close. But yeah, I'm definitely going to take it back for sure. Because this is like, what, 8 grand, 9 grand for this trailer. That's redeemable. Yeah, exactly. I look at it as like free trailer rental with a deposit. You're basically getting your deposit back. Look at how big this load of cargo is. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. Oh yeah, when I'm done with a map, like when I'm done with a map, I typically round up all the trailers except I'll leave like one flatbed semi out. But yeah, you can make tens of thousands just by returning all the trailers. Absolutely. But I definitely want to get the advanced gearbox for this thing. Because I feel like we could be going slightly faster if we had an advanced gearbox with this thing. Kind of like how the off-road gearbox makes the Western Star and the Fleet Star, and all trucks for that matter, off-road gearboxes just make so many more of your trucks feasible. I feel like that, you know, the advanced gearbox on this Caterpillar would be very similar. Oh, look at us. We're shifting gears. We're in third. We're in third, fellas. Look at us. I didn't even really take this contract for the money. I just wanted to know if I could do it in this thing. Because that mud pit, if you go back and watch my last stream, that mud pit nearly did me in the P16. I did get the snorkel. I got the snorkel on this thing. So my intake is very high. I put snorkels on everything because you never know. Oh, hell yeah, I've been promoted to 16. 4,400? That's not bad. That's not bad. Alright, so where am I taking this thing? Where am I taking this stuff back to? Probably the garage. Yeah? What would be closer, I wonder? It's sort of equidistant. The garage is an easier drive, so I'll just go to the garage. Quite honestly, I'll just go to the garage. I'll be moving slightly faster because I won't be under load. So there's that to consider. Yeah, I'm gonna go back home, and I'm gonna see if I can buy the Lodestar potentially. The closer one is a trap. You think so? That's funny. Someone in one of my first Snowrunner streams said something very specific, which has turned out to be true every single time, and I never learn, is that shortcuts in Snowrunner are not shortcuts, they're just hazards. Which is totally right. Shortcuts are not shortcuts, but hazards. Am I getting myself stuck here? Yeah, I kind of am. I wanted to get my body here and then turn it around. Yeah. It's way different turning around a trailer with body steering. You have to get used to it. There are no shortcuts, only time holes. Yeah. I'm starting to... after like, I don't know... 40 hours, 50 hours, which is nothing. Like 40 to 50 hours is nothing in this game. I barely scratched the surface. I'm finally starting to learn that, like, you have to plan your routes, you have to know where you're going, you have to know the capabilities of your trucks and your equipment. Because I learned how bad that mud pit was when I was there the other day with the Pacific, and I barely made it. But I thought that this tractor could, with a hefty trailer, could perhaps make it, and I was right. $250. So there was a guy named Stacks KS, that rated my last stream, and I've seen his shorts. He's like a pretty good Snowrunner creator. He said he had like 2,000 something hours, and he's still learning stuff, which I can imagine. I can imagine this game can be so deep that you never quite stop picking up on little details, learning little details, you know? That's just the way it is. I feel like I'm just starting to get it after 30, 40 hours. I'm just starting to understand how this game actually operates. And what I only learned recently is that if you can't do something, like if you don't have the right truck to do something, just leave that job alone. Leave that job alone. Go to a different map, scout a different map, find different trucks. Because there are other trucks out there. And generally speaking, you will always eventually find the trucks you need if you're willing to scout and look at stuff. You know? Yeah, and it took me forever. It took me until like literally last week to learn that. Is that the game will provide you a truck to do a job eventually. You're not going to get every task and every contract done on every map your first time through. Impossible. You shouldn't be 100%ing these maps. You should really hit the map, do the things you can do, and then as soon as you are kind of tired of the map for now, or you feel like you need more trucks to continue on, hit a different map. Oh, I've heard tales about the mud of Russia. I've heard tales. I've heard that Russia is all mud. It's all mud. And each region, or I should say each map, has its own challenges. Each region of each location has its own challenges. Michigan, it's mud. Michigan, you learn how to deal with mud and water hazards. And then as soon as you're kind of comfortable with that, you move to Alaska. Alaska has mud and water hazards too, but it also has snow thrown in the mix. And it has deeper mud and deeper water than Michigan had. So you really just have to be patient with yourself and kind of let yourself learn. And ice, yeah. Ice is a very unique challenge. Oh, come on. Am I going to need to back up? Yes, I am. I'm not going to make that turn. Okay, we're getting pretty close. We're getting pretty close. We're almost back on highway. Almost back on highway. And then I can take off the high gear and move over to the proper gearbox, like this. And then we can go slightly faster. Then once the wheels are aligned, we're going to pick up a lot of speed. Yep. Now we're flying. I feel like I want to haul logs in this thing. There are some logging jobs in Michigan that I feel like I could probably do with this, the P16, and then the Royal BM. I feel like I could really tear some of those logging jobs up now that I have just a few more vehicles. Not a bad horn. Yeah, I have chains on most of my trucks. I kept the off-roads because I don't think chains are practical for Michigan necessarily. Like, chains aren't really good for mud, are they? So I kept a lot of my off-road in my mud tires. Yeah, it gets 7,500 back. No, now we'll recover back. You said the Lodestar. No, truck store. International Lodestar. Yeah, 39,400. Look at it. It's so cute. Okay, I can put an off-road gearbox in it. What add-ons does it take? Oh, it has a service cab. And a crane. That's interesting. Yeah, this could... I see what you mean. This could be a really good scout. That's going to do it for this stream, I think. It's time for me to go. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing, liking, all that stuff. Where can I send you guys? Who's up? Let's see here. Before we go. Hold on a minute. I'm just looking to see who's possibly up. Who I could send you to. Who's that? Oh, guy with two names is honking again. Big ups, guy with two names. Thank you for honking. I appreciate your honks. All right, redirect. Let's see. I'm going to send you guys over to my friend Johnny Chase. Johnny Chase is doing a Final Fantasy marathon. So I'm going to send you guys over to Johnny. That's where you're going to go after this. Big ups, everybody. See you next time. Probably going to stream on Friday. I have the day off from work on Friday, so I'll probably stream at least for a couple hours there. But thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, everything if you haven't, and hit the bell. I'll see you next time. Bye.